semester in the subject, and also how about the grade criteria uh, to get grade A, uh, how should you do, and how to pass the subject, what can you do. But Helen will explain about uh, that thing. And for your information is Zoom meeting is not the main tools for the online lecture, yeah. The main tools of the e-learning in UMY is my class. As I believe that you already know in the other class, uh, my class tools is the main tools of e-learning in UMY. So the Zoom meeting we not use every or each week ya. Jadi nggak kita pakai setiap minggu. Hanya kita pakai ketika kita perlu saja gitu untuk diskusi langsung misalnya. We will use for direct discussions if you have questions about the material that we already upload in my class and you still don't understand about that material, so we can discuss in this Zoom meeting gitu ya. Uh, itu terus Pak Helen mungkin sekarang bisa explain ya about the subjects what we will learn in this semester. Oke, Mbak.
Okay, thank you so much, Pa Awang, for introduce our lecture. And then maybe for the I don't know, this is you the name of user. Can you just rename your what is it, Zoom name as your name, because sometimes we try to list your attendance in my class, and then you can open it because I already set up for your attendance list. But then if there is still have problem, we try to uh, count your presence or count your attendance list through this Zoom. So I need your name. To be honest, I need your official name. So thank you so much. And then before I go to the materials, what kind of the materials, and then what kind of learning that we will do for this semester, I want to introduce myself. My name is Helen Dian Fridayani, as you can call me Mbak or Kak Helen. And then, yeah, I come from Indonesia, Yogyakarta, and then I also from Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta for the undergraduate and also the postgraduate program. I continue the master degree in Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta also. So as Pak Awang said that institution or the university, it's only for supplementary for you to gain your maybe your goal if you want to get your scholarship in abroad, or if you want to continue your master degree or PhD, even PhD, the institution only for the supplementary. I mean, like, yeah, you are in the right institution, because I don't know another institution have the international class or not, but as so far I know, the international class is only limited. I mean, like only Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, even maybe UGM or UGM, there is international class or not. And then for the beneficial for the international class, because you have the chance to exchange, right? And then you will learn how live in abroad, and then how they survive in abroad, and so on and so forth. So it's the additional point for you beside the regular class. So I think the main point that you have to how to say that you have to have is that you have to enjoy the process. I mean, like, if you don't know English much more, and then if you don't know uh, language English language You can start from now. You have to be prepared for your future. So I think first you have to enjoy your process, and then if you feel like, is it true, is it okay if I in governmental studies, because last time, because in senior high school maybe you are not in social science, right? But maybe half of you is in sciences, I mean like IPA, kalau kalau kita bicara SMA ya, because it in governmental science, it not only in social science, the background of study, not only social science but also maybe on sciences. So that's why if you try to learn right now, try to learn early, begin, I mean, you can catch it, um you can create your own future by now. So for my um for I mean like, if I have to motivate you, the first that you have to always remember is you have to enjoy your process. Even you don't know the lecturer, even you don't know the subject, but if you try to enjoy the process, and then you want, or you like enjoy the learning, I think you can, yeah, you can pass all the semester, the undergraduate. So, and yeah, I live in Taiwan. It's almost 1.5 year. And then because in Taiwan the culture is different, and then for the education, we try Taiwan try to look for the American, look for the US. So like the strict one, and then for the, if you try to learning something, you have to be on time, you have to uh yeah, like you have to very very serious. Even the plagiarism, I mean like, if the lecturer know that you cite a quotation from the book or from the paper, and then you don't put the name, it means the plagiarism. So so the grade will be a fake, and then your grades will in the below one. So yeah, I think you will feel if you have the chance to exchange, you know how to struggle in abroad, because it's totally different. It's totally different if we don't um if we don't survive, if we don't try to be better person, I think you cannot pass anymore. So best my experience right now, you have to be struggle, you have to try to enjoy your process in governmental studies as in international students. And you also have the uh, friends from abroad, Moodle, and then you can chit chat and you can discuss everything, even not only the subject, not only the lecture, but also the maybe the life there, and then discussion about everything. So so that's my point, and then my how to say, I motivate you to enjoy the process and be seriously to run the run your progress in undergraduate. So if you have any question for how to manage the lecture, how to be, I don't know, how to be get the score, highest score maybe, because as you know, in undergraduate program, I also become the best student. I don't know how to say it, but I become the best student because I have the highest GPA. Jadi waktu S1, S2 alhamdulillah saya dapat IPK tertinggi. So kalau di UMY kita kenal ada istilah mahasiswa terbaik gitu kalau pas graduate. So if you have any question how to maintain your uh, lecture, how to maintain your score, maybe how to balancing the organization or and your lecture, I welcome I welcome you to share my experience. So today for the we okay. So you all can see my PPT, right? So here I would like to know you all about our lecturer. So the lecture will be introduction of governmental studies. What is the governmental studies? What is the course purpose? What is the how to say, what is the subject or what is the materials that we will learn? So here it is. I also I I also already uploaded in my class. You can check and you can download it for the materials today. And then I just want to make sure you all to understand what is the purpose, and then what is the subject or what is the materials that we will learn. So the introduction of government science course including several main things, which is we will learn about the basic concept of government science, and then we will learn about the form, government structure, and also the function of government. Because as you know, for the next semester, I mean, like for example, in the third semester and the fourth semester, you will learn more specific about the uh uh how to say, how the course, I mean, like because the the our department already set up the course, like for example, um the urban planning, and then the government risk, and so on and so forth. So this lecture basically only learn about the basic. We try to give you knowledgement, give you the principle about the lecture, about the course. And then for the next semester, like for example, I already mentioned before, uh, the course will be specific. So once again, we try to give you knowledgement about the only the principle, only for the basic. So I think it's not really hard, not really hard for you, not really difficult for you. So as Pa Awang mentioned, also we also have the 16 meetings, online on also offline, and then you will have two exam. It means midterm and also the final exam. For the last meeting, will you will have the final exam and also other assignments or mini tasks. But then for the grading, we have four components. We have four uh, four grading. You have to remember about this, because sometimes if a lecturer forget about your grade, or maybe um, we as the lecturer wrong inputs for the grading, you you also uh, you also acceptable to ask the lecturer, ask the lecturer about your grade. So the first, for the midterm, we have 30 points. We have 30% points. So this midterm will be in class or offline, but because Moodle, you cannot you cannot follow or you cannot join the offline class. So we also have the online class, because as Pak Awang mentioned before, if you want to join the offline class, you have to get the permission for your parents. So in case if you all don't get the permission from the your parents, so we will conduct the midterm with online examination. So the point for the midterms, it is 30% point. You have to remember. I repeat again, for the midterm, you have for the midterm, the point is 30%. And then for the final exam, it's also 30%. So it's already 60%, right? And then we also have two more for the grading. The third one is about the paper review. So the lecturer will give you one paper that you have to review. Don't worry, it will be work in a team. So one team is consists of 4 until 5 people, or 4 until 5 students. And for the paper, we as the lecturer will provide the paper that you have to review, and then you just follow the instruction. For example, like in the paper, it is consists of the abstract, and then for background, and so on and so forth. So you only try to read carefully, and then you try to review carefully, and then maybe give the opinion in a group. So you will have work, you will have the work together in the paper review. That's the 30% point. So for the paper review, the point is 30%. So it's already 19%, 90%, right? So for the 10%, it is about the participation. What kind of participation here? So the participation is that every meeting, even we don't meet in a Zoom like this one, but also after the lecturer um, give the material in my class, give the uh, for example, the explanation about the materials, and we as the lecturer will give you the issue in my class for discussion. So for example, in class, we in meeting in the next meeting, we will um, we will have the materials, or we will have course about the basic concept of government science. After you watch the video from Pak Awang, for example, and then after that, in my class, we will write, or we will have the discussion about that, and we will have the question for you guys. So the participation is, you have to comment, you have to give your opinion in my class. So once again, for the participation, it is 10%. And then how to participate? You just have the opinion, you just have to answer the question that give by lecturer. So that's the participation. So it means you have to write the comment the the comment is by yourself, I mean like by your opinion, to answer the question from lecturer. So that's the participation. So we already have 100% for grading. First is midterm 30%, and then final exam 30%, and then paper review 30%, and participation 10%. So I think for the attendance, even you have to attend, you have to click attendance list that provide in my class, but then the participation is yeah, the participation is the first point. I mean like even you have the attendance, even you have the you already open my class and then you already click the attendance list, but then you don't comment or you don't give the opinion for the issue that give by lecture, it means that yeah, your participation is zero. So as my suggestion is every meetings, if lecturer give the question for discussion, even only one paragraph or only two or three sentence, you have to give your opinion. So that's the participation. It means that you read the question and you try to think about that question and try to answer. We will don't judge about this this is the wrong statement or this is the true statement, but we respect or we try to engage you, we try to respect you, because you at least you read the question and you answer the question. So that's the point. uh, we try to respect for your process. That's our point. So once again, for the midterm 30%, and final exam 30%, and paper review 30%, and the last one for the grading participation 10%. So it's already 100. So for example, if for midterm you feel that you're not convinced with your answer, so you can adjust yourself to give more pressure on paper review and also for final exam and participation. So that's my point. You try to identify yourself, you try to identify your how to say ability. For example, in paper review, because for example it's common also happen in student. Pak Awang, Mbak Helen, in one group only me or only only two students that work in this group. So it will be different. I mean like it's common happen in teamwork. For example, you will have five person, right? And then the person that work in team only one. So if if your friend um, give the report to lecturer, so you have to be careful with your grade for paper review. So I mean you have to identify yourself, you have to identify your ability in which term, in which in which point that you have to pressure, give the more pressure for yourself to get the maximum point or maximum grade. So after this I will show you about the grading, how to get A, how to get B, or maybe how to get D or E. So this is the materials. Actually, I already uploaded in my class. You can check it. And then in my class, we give the a detailed syllabus. And for this presentation, I just give the the main point for the course that we will learn. So the next meeting, it means second meeting, we will discuss about the basic concept of governance science. So what is the government science mean? Or maybe what is the differences between government science and also the political science? What is the relationship between government science, political science, and also the law science? So we will learn about that. And then the third meeting and also the fourth meeting, we will try to discuss about the form, system, function of the government. So, like for example, in the developing country and also the developed country is different, right? The system, or for example, the system of the developing country, what is the system that they use, and then in developed country, what the system that they use, and so on and so forth. And for the point, I mean for the meeting 5, we try to discuss about the state and also the government. So in this section, we try to we try to give the comparative. For example, like if in a developed country and also developing country, what is the different government that they use, or what is the differences between Taiwan, Thailand, and also Indonesia, for example. And we also can compare how they how the government or how the country handling or manage the COVID-19, for example. So we will learn about the state and government, but we try to compare one another. And then for the meeting 6 and 7, we try to learn about the governance. For the governance, we divide into several parts or several term. For example, we know about the good governance, right? And then we know about the participatory governance. We know about the green governance. We know about the risk governance, and so on and so forth. So basically, the main point is about governance, but several parts or several terms that try to know you all is about the good governance, participatory governance, what the weaknesses or what the strengths of the governance, and so on and so forth. So yeah, in meeting 8, you will have the midterm. It means the point is 30%. And then what is the question, or what is the materials that use for midterm? It's from meeting 2 until meeting 7. So once again, for the meeting 8, you will have the midterm, and then the materials that will be will use for the exam is for meeting 2 until meeting 7. So remember that. After you have midterm, you will have the meeting 9 and also meeting 10 about the bureaucracy. Here we try to give you video or give you the example how government run the bureaucracy. And then if we're talking about the bureaucracy, it will make sense with the public service. So we try to know you how the good public service and how the bad public service by the bureaucracy. And then for the meeting 11 and also 12, we will have the discussion or course or materials about the government dynamics. And here we try to define, or we try to understand what the authority in the central government and also the local government. Local governments means the region. So because in Indonesia we know about the autonomy, so we try to know you about the how the authority in central government and also how the authority in local government, and how the relationship in central government and also the local government. So we come with meeting 13 and also 14. We will have the risk management governance, because in the next semester, I don't know what semester, but as I remember, in the fourth semester you will have the risk management governance. You will have the course about risk management governance. But then, as I mentioned before, in this course, with because this is basic knowledge, yeah, we just try to give you basic knowledge for the risk management governance. So in the meeting 15, it will be green governance, or it will talking about the environmental, because in the next semester again you will have the governance, how to say, governance environment. I don't know the exact name for the next semester that you have, but then you will have the course about the management of environment. The of course the perspective if from the government. So, and finally you will have the final meeting. It means 16 meeting. You have the final exam, and then the final exam is 30%. So sorry, my battery is low. Okay, so how about the paper review, Mbak? Oh, how about the paper review? So we try to give you a schedule for the paper review, maybe before midterm of or after midterm. It depends. So we will let you know as soon as possible for that. And then for the participation, I think for the next meeting, it's, yeah, uh, uh, for the next meeting, we try to have the discussion. We try to have the question for you to discuss, because as you know, the online meeting is difficult to know how much and how many percent or how much understanding about the course from student. So we try to make the evaluation by ourselves, by the lecturer, to give the discussion. If, for example, for the next meeting, Pak Awang will let you know or will explain about the basic concept of government science and how to evaluate uh, our next meeting, or how to evaluate student understood the uh, materials or not. We try to give the question, and then we try to analyze the answer from the student. That's our effort to know you about the understanding about the materials. So that's all my point for the lecture. But last last but not least, this is the grading. Oh, sorry. So this is the grading. It's based on the regulation, or it's based on the our president. Oh no, yeah, because in National Cheng Kung University, rector is president, so sorry, our based on the rector, for grade A, at least you have point 80 80 average. I mean, like for get A, for get A, you have to uh collect at least 90 point. So for example, for the midterm, and then for the paper review, final exam, and participation, at least if you have participation, and then you try to answer the question for midterm and final exam, and you make paper review based on yourself, not plagiarism, I think it's easy to get A. So this is for grading, and then A, B, C, and then for the red grade, I mean, like red uh, highlight this, it means that you not pass the course. If you got D or E, you will not pass the course. It means in your transcript, in your transcript, yeah, uh it will appear a D or E. Or if you want to try to, how to say, try to get the how to say it, yeah, if you try to,
Revise.
yeah, revise your point, revise your point, you have to you have to have the remedial. It's mean that you have to pay more about that, because in university for the remedial you have to uh, pay as much as your semester, as much as your credits. And then, or the option, another option is that you have to um, join the class for the next semester. I mean, like, you have to ngulang, you have to repeat your semester, you have to, yeah, that's the, I think, damage for you guys. So I think, because this lecture not really difficult as I mentioned, so you just follow the rules, you have to follow the regulation, and then try to be on time. I mean, like, because you will have the exchange student next semester. Try from now, you have to be on time, you have to be like how to say, yeah, you have to try to be perfect. I mean, like, not perfect in um things in uh personally perfect, no, but try to have the, how to say, it's difficult to say. I mean, like, um you have tried to be on time, you have tried to manage your schedule, like for example for the midterm, yeah, you have to study, right? And then try to get the maximum score. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I think that's all the what I said. Maybe, wait, okay, I think that's all, Pak Awang. Maybe if you have additional term, or maybe have the question for the lecture, please.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Helen, students. So, I don't know, Mbak Helen, have you already set for the attendance in my class today
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
IGOV students?
Yeah, I already said for
Already?
from, yeah, you can open
Okay, so,
the my class.
hmm, okay, so students, for the attendance today, you can. access my class, then giving a tick in your attendance, so it will record that you already follow for the first meeting. And then from the material each week, we will update and also upload the material. It could be a journal, it could be electronic book, or also a video that you can download as you have free Wi-Fi. I mean, because it uh, need more quota to download that material. And don't forget to struggle in the semester, because as Mbak Helen already said that if you don't pass for the semester, you should follow a remedial program, or you should follow next week. And also this is uh, very bad for you, because it needs cost money, and also it costs a time more for you, because you take the same course for this semester. Itu ya. So, any question? Ada pertanyaan? Enggak?
I'm here.
Fadila.
Oh iya, Mbak Fadila.
Sir, I have a question for Mbak Helen or
Hmm.
Mr. Awang.
Sure.
Will we hold our midterm with English?
Of course,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, of course. We will use English
Okay.
in these examinations, and it is better if you also answer in English. But uh, for this semester, we give you chance to use bilingual. If you feel don't have any capacity to answer with full English, just for this semester, yeah, just for this semester. For the second semester, third semester, and so on, you should use full in English. But for this semester, for the first semester, it is still uh, a chance for you to use bilingual if you feel you cannot use full English in answering the question.
Yeah. But the question is in English.
Oh yeah, the question is in English.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You
So maybe
ada
another
lagi?
student have the
Sir, me?
modo.
Ya, Muhammad?
So,
Ma
no, Erlangga.
Mana
Okay.
ya?
Muhammad
Oke.
Erlangga.
Muhammad Erlangga, ya.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask about the grading system.
Mhm.
I've seen it that if you want to be classified as a grade A, so we need to at least gain 80 points. So if I gain about 80 points, so I'll be classified as an A grade student, right?
Yes.
Hmm,
At least 80. If I get
Yes.
80, then I'll be classifying as a A grade.
hmm,
Yeah.
Okay, okay, got it. Thank you.
Mhm.
oke.
So maybe for the modo, do you have any question?
No, no, thank you, thank you.
Oke. Other students? No? Okay. Thank you. So, this is for our meeting today, and as I told you that please has a commitment and also seriously to follow this study process and prove to your parent that you are a good son or a good daughter. Gitu ya. Gitu ya, janji ya. 4 years
Yes,
should be
sir.
finished for your undergraduate students gitu ya. Jadi 4 tahun maksimal. Jangan lebih lah gitu ya. 4 years enough. Or you can follow Mbak Helen 3 and berapa Mbak?
Three.
3.2
Yeah, 3.2 years.
years gitu ya. 3,2 tahun. IPK 3,90.
9.
Bisa ya, teman-teman. Okay, thank you for today.
Bisa, Pak, bisa.
Okay ya.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you,
today.
sir.
Assalamualaikum.
Sure.
Thank you,
Waalaikumsalam.
Bisa,
Thank you, sir.
lanjut.
Have a nice day.
After this,
Teman-teman
Thank you,
juga
sir.
have a
have a
great
nice
day,
day.
sir.